Some of you may be familiar with my somewhat popular video I uploaded late last year discussing microtransactions being implemented into a number of retail games. Let's just say I was less than pleased. The worst offenders were of course Forza 5 and Gran Turismo 6. I expressed my anger about this as retail price games should not incorporate microtransactions ever. Not only because it's money hungry as all fuck, but because it breaks game design. If I pay full price for a game, I have the right to be able to unlock all the content in that game within a reasonable amount of time without having to pay money to bypass the so-called grind that developers will intentionally make monotonous to incentivize gamers to spend money to skip the bullshit. Microtransactions are on the borderline of acceptability in free-to-play games, but they are not okay in retail games. And obviously some people didn't listen to me. Now, Ubisoft is jumping on the bandwagon and trying to steal as much money from you as possible, because the entire economy of The Crew is based around microtransactions. Fuck no! So today, Ubisoft talks to Video Gamer about The Crew and revealed that the game will incorporate microtransactions into the game economy, where players can use real money to buy any car part. The creative director spurted the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. He said, and I'm quoting, "We are not going to stop you from progressing if you don't spend money, but it will be more time." Ah, okay, that totally makes it fine, dickhead. Here's what's wrong with this microtransaction system. In a racing game, better cars give you the advantage. It's just a fucking fact. If I have a fucking Fiat and you have a Lamborghini, guess who's gonna win the race? The same applies for parts like engine, suspension, and exhaust or whatever the fuck. So what happens if I'm racing some rich fucker who has lots of expendable income to use on virtual parts? How can I compete against the guy with more money when I'm trying to play for the price that I paid for the fucking game? I can't. And I don't want to hear shit like, but the same applies if you find a player that's put in more hours than you. Yeah, you're right, but that guy earned those parts by putting in the time and effort instead of just spending money to skip it. The core idea behind a game is that when you work, you're rewarded. Not if you have more money, you're rewarded. Players should be put on an even playing field in any game, because if you don't do that, your game becomes unbalanced as fuck. Another reason this system is fucking bullshit is because microtransactions break game balance. That's just the fact of the matter. I explained it in my other video, but I'm going to explain it again. Are you trying to tell me that developers would just put microtransactions into the game if it was reasonably easy to unlock the parts? Fuck no, because then you wouldn't be incentivized to spend the fucking money. I bet you it's gonna take forever to unlock all the good shit or accrue enough money to buy them. Just like in mobile games, when it takes fucking hours of game time to unlock the smallest thing. They make it that way so you're forced to spend extra money. So the whole argument of, if you don't like it, don't buy it, doesn't fucking matter in this situation and doesn't fucking work. Because regardless of whether I pay or not, my game experience is going to be negatively affected, so fuck you. And, when you pay full price for a game, that should be it. It's called full price for a fucking reason. Once you buy it, it's yours. No additional cost for bullshit, nothing. So Ubisoft can go fuck themselves as far as I'm concerned. I knew that if Forza 5 and Gran Turismo 6 got away with it, we'd see more publishers take this route. And it's making me fucking nervous about the future of the console generation. Last gen, it was DLC, but at least DLC can be done right if handled with caution and respect. But I'm sorry, microtransactions are shit, period. And we know what Ubisoft is like. I used to like Ubisoft, I did, but they've really made some dumb fucking decisions recently, and they're turning into EA number 2. They've already expressed that Watch Dogs is going to become a money-grubbing franchise. They frequently take content out of their games and release it as pre-order DLC, and now fucking this. And let's remember that The Division is being made by these fuckers, and The Division is really similar to The Crew. I swear to God, Ubisoft, you better not fuck up that game with microtransactions too, or else I'm gonna be really fucking mad. It's one of the few games I'm looking forward to, and you better not fuck it up by filling it to the brim with pop-ups like, pay $5 for the best gun in the game. Guess what, Ubisoft? You can take your microtransactions and shove them up your fucking ass.